it's the bacon.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think that we need to have a little bacon in our team. And if anything, just for his experience, because he kind of like figured out this whole Tremors situation pretty quick. Like,
yeah,
they adapted pretty quick to this warfare that had never been seen before, right?
And the explosives, he did a great job knowing what it would speed up when it hurt it and then jump out the cliff.
Right. And we don't know what kind of, like, if you said, oh, we're going to go fight sharks, we're going to go fight aliens, we're going to fight predators, we're going to fight what, but we don't know what monsters are going to be thrown at our team. And we want someone that can adapt and kind of figure things out on the fly. And I think that Valentine McKee is that guy.
Yeah. He figured that out. He stayed cool, didn't he? He did a good job. I love it.
Yep.
What a great pick. Because those are tough Tremors to live. I mean, they're underground attacking them.
Yeah.
I love
100%.
I love KB in that movie. All right. So I'm looking through our list, right? We have a bunch of, we don't have like, Heller's good. We just don't have like a real clear cut leader. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm going to add Rita Vertasky from Edge of Tomorrow.
Okay.
Because she would be the leader.
Yeah. How good is Edge of Tomorrow? How good is that movie?
That movie never get, this is random, and I'm not trying to boast. I know I said earlier, got loads of views, but that's like the first big thing that's ever happened to me. I wrote a review for this movie and Tom Cruise retweeted it.
Oh, wow.
And so, I don't love the movie because of that, but I just love how that came. I love his performance, but I just think Emily Blunt's performance in that, just, we talk about people effortlessly being badass. And I think a lot of actors have that problem, and actresses, where they have to play a badass and they act like a badass. Does that make sense?
Right.
But in this one, you watch her and you're like, she's a badass.
Yeah. Like, she's not acting.
Yeah.
Jim Hopper goes home and he's terrified.
Yeah. I'm watching this movie and I'm like, she just nailed it. She just nailed the badass. And I just think she'd be a good leader in this situation. And she was a good mentor to Tom Cruise, again. I think she's the leader you want when you're battling horrible aliens or creatures.
Yeah, no, that was my favorite movie of that year.
Oh, easily. And plus she could teach you yoga.
Yes. And it was with the relentlessness of which she killed Tom Cruise when he would break his leg or something. She's like, okay. And she just shoot him.
Yep.
Knowing that tomorrow, as soon as she does it, it's over. And just like zero empathy because she just needed to get the job done. It was brilliant.
And if you think about Hiller, he's just a pilot, right? And then you have Laura Croft. You could kind of set her off on her own missions.
Right.
Frank and Nada, Brody, they're not like Patton.
Right.
And I'm not saying Vertasky's Patton, but I'm just saying she's the leader. So that's why I added her in there.
100%.
All right, cool.
Okay, so this one, I will take a hit, and if you say it's not fair, it's not fair. I get that. But his job is he's a professional monster hunter, but he's also Hellboy.
Oh,
right. So I'm saying like he's trying very hard to be as human as he can, but he is a monster hunter.
That's what he does.
That's what he does. That's his stock and trade, my friend.
I watch these movies and I feel so bad for the agents.
Oh, so bad. Especially in part 2 when he's like getting ulcers and he's on talk shows and like it's just like trying to cover up Hellboy and Hellboy just wants to be out there. It's so good.
I feel bad for all those guys, but I really like Delta. I'm looking forward to the new Hellboy.
So I've just seen clips of this. It's a reboot, right? Is Del Toro involved in it, or is it a whole different?
Neil Marshall, who directed The Descent, which I have on this list, directed it.
Okay. Yeah, I just think I loved those first 2 so much. I don't know if I'm ready for a new Hellboy yet.
I guess just look at it as another variant of the comic book.
Yeah, and I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna love it, and it's gonna be good. I'm just like. I love those first 2 movies. They're near the perfect. They're near perfect.
I have to say though, since we're battling monsters, you kind of need that.
Right? You need your ace up the sleeve.
Right? Like, so we did post-apocalyptic movies. That's fine. You can have humans. But this one, I think you kind of need something like that. All right, so I guess I kind of broke the thing, but I want to do Juno from The Descent.
Okay.
Have you seen The Descent?
I haven't yet. It's on my list of things to watch, but I have not yet seen it.
Oh, so do you know anything about it?
Nothing.
Oh, crap. All right, well, man, I don't want to spoil it.
No, it's okay. You can spoil for me.
No, I
It's
don't
all
want.
right.
I don't want to, because it's just so. Do you really like? It'll wreck the surprise. So I don't know if I want to do it.
Okay, well then don't do it.
I don't want to do it.
But
I want you going into this experience as pure as when I saw it. But for people who have watched that movie, Juno, just know that. Oh wait, I just gave it away from you because we're talking about. That's basically a giveaway, right? Because we're doing a monster fighters list.
right.
All right. Well, she just has some very primal fights in this movie, and she just immediately steps up. Like, so what I like about her, as soon as flight or fight can break out, she just fights.
Okay.
Like, there's no flight from her. Nothing. Like, some people just could buckle, their knees start buckling. She just hunkers down and becomes the fight. And I just love how she did that. You know what I mean? Like, you just have that one person in your group who, I'm getting goosebumps because I love that dang movie so much. It's in my top 3 all time. But she just,
all right, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight,
dude. She just buckles down and like fights, and the direction and everything. If you like it, I'd love to podcast about it in the future. We got a list, but I'd love to talk about it eventually. But so I added Juno from The Descent. Who's your next one?
Oh, this is just because I like having a little bit of class in everything that I do. I try to get things as classy as I possibly can, and so Steve McQueen played Steve Andrews in The Blob.
Dude, he's so cool though.
He's the coolest, classiest guy, and he's just a relentless survivor.
Yeah.
And you need that guy who's just always gonna survive.
Oh my god.
And so I just think Steve McQueen brings a legitimacy to our team. It's like he's on the Magnificent Seven. He's just, he's that guy. And, you need the guy who, above all other odds, just survives.
I love it. I love that you added Steve McQueen. That makes me happy. He's a great actor, man. You found a way to fix him into a Monster Hunter list.
Right.
All right. This one's weird. I just picked him for his hair, but it's Elmont from Jack the Giant Slayer, and I just loved Ewan McGregor's hair in it throughout the whole movie, and I just loved his pompousness. So
I need to say this out loud.
Yeah.
I took my youth group to go see Jack and the Giant Slayer, and the next day I took my family to go see it because I loved it so much. I love that movie.
It's just a good yarn. Like, not a yarn. It's not a yarn. It's a fun adventure movie.
Yeah,
and
that's what Bryan Singer needs to do. Just make more of that.
And he just sold it. Good old Ewan McGregor is like the pompous guy with his hair stays. So I do my random awards, and the whole time we're watching, my wife and I are like, "How's his hair staying so perfect?" Like, he just has great hair.
Yeah,
I just think you need that in your
100%.
group. You need that in your group. It's just great hair.
Yes.
So that's my sixth pick. What's your seventh pick?
Okay, my final, because we did 7, right?
Yeah.
So my final pick was Christopher Christopherson as Whistler in Blade.
Ooh.
And he is the mastermind behind, like, he's the one who just like equips and gets us there.
We need
doesn't
a
do
cue.
doesn't do a whole lot of fighting. He's good in the fight if necessary, but he's the guy who makes sure we're ready to get in the fight.
That's brilliant, because you need a guy like him.
You need a guy like that.
Man, you thought outside the box.
I try. So it's always in these lists. I think about, like, what would be the best people, and then I'm like, and also I don't want to step on Mark's territory.
Dude, that's a legit pick. I love it.
Yeah. And so who's your final pick?
All right, so it came down to 2 for me, and I was thinking maybe Luke Skywalker, because he really handled the Rancor without the Force. But
right.
I love the Rancor, and I love the Rancor trainer, so I kicked him out of that. So I added, this is really, really random, but I added Iko Uwais of the Raid fame, and also my favorite action film of 2018, The Night Comes for Us. It's insane. Iko Uwais in Beyond Skyline, the very random sequel to Skyline, signed Frank Grillo, but the final half of that movie is Iko Uwais and Mad Dog from the Raid and Frank Grillo just fist fighting aliens.
Okay.
And so Frank Grillo's the main character. He randomly comes across Iko, and these aliens attack, and Iko's like, let's do it. And him and Mad Dog, I couldn't add both, but I just wanted to add Iko. Like, they just wipe out these Iko has this fight against this 8-foot alien in close quarters, and Iko just wipes him out. And he's just elbowing, these things are bigger than him, but he beats the living daylights out of many, many aliens without weapons. He doesn't have he has elbows. I mean, I guess they are weapons for him, but he's like a fist-fighting maniac. And that's what I loved about him, is that it wasn't his battle. The battle came to him. He had no weapons. And I've added a lot of face punchers in this one. Like, if you think about it, Lara Croft.
Yep.
A lot of face punchers here. That's interesting. And a guy with great hair.
Knocking out aliens with one punch.
Yeah, exactly. So I just have that. So I just wanted a dude that's all elbows and knees wiping out aliens. So
I like that.
All right.
I like that.
All right. I'm going to take out Juno because you haven't seen The Descent. Because you can't make. Okay. I don't want to force that on you. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
We can always change it later on. So I'll take that out. So who do you think? I love your Chris Christopherson from Blade. Your Whistler.
He's my favorite thing I've done on my list.
Okay. So he's a keeper.
Yeah, I think we keep Chris.
Okay.
We keep Whistler.
All right. So since I picked Whistler, who do you think we should keep next?
It's tough. I really think Captain Hiller just brings that toughness, that like American grit, if you will, to our team.
Just the one punch KO. He can fly too.
The one punch, and he's got enough humor. He's gonna keep the whole team jovial as this thing's going down.
Yeah, and he's good on his own, but he's also good in a team.
Right.
All right. So, and then I guess let me get rid of that. Let me see Hiller. Where's he? I wrote these down so I can keep this all organized. That's how serious I take this.
These lists are big deals.
I'm adding Rita from Edge of Tomorrow, just because I think she's a very good leader.
We need that leader.
Yeah.
Her in combination with Whistler is almost a recipe for success. Just the two of them.
Yeah. Just he would hook her up with gear.
Yeah.
And then he's also good with technology and kind of stuff. So.
Yep.
All right.
You got Whistler in your ear. You're ahead of the game.
Love it. Who's next?
I really think Hellboy brings something to the team.
Oh, we need it.
I think he's the secret weapon. Like he's the we have a Hulk moment.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, he is the we have a Hulk.
We have a Hellboy. We have a demon with a handgun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, but see, you're fighting monsters, so you can easily add him.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know how you feel about this, but every monster hunting team, they need bankroll, right?
Got to have bankroll.
And Lara Croft is super rich.
Yeah, so I was going to pick Lara Croft as my next pick for a couple of reasons. She brings a youth aspect to the team, right? And we all know as good as Whistler and that kind of but there's something about like having fresh ideas, a fresh outlook, and just a different way of thinking about things. So she brings the youth aspect. She brings the bankroll, but not in a Tony Stark, Batman, Bruce Wayne kind of like in your face way. She does without. She can afford the best weapons, but she'll also build a tomahawk out of rocks and sticks in the forest and make it work.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she cut herself and punched a shark.
Right.
Oh man. So Lara Croft. So right now we have Whistler, Captain Hiller, Rita Vertasky, Hellboy, Lara Croft, and we're gonna do 7, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. So all right, who you get the next pick?
I'm torn between, and this is gonna find him to be torn, but I'm torn between Roddy Piper and Steve McQueen. Like they're ends of the spectrum. They're different. But I don't think with Captain Hiller we need Roddy Piper. Yeah,
and we have Hellboy too.
We have Hellboy. So I think Roddy Piper's off the right. I think McQueen, maybe he's not best with the offense, but if things go awry, he will be the guy who can bring it in the end. He's going to survive. He's not going to be the first guy to tap out. He's going to be the last guy hanging on, and he's going to have that that John Wayne kind of toughness.
if you think about it,